everyone, and welcome to WEHT Local Lifestyles. I'm Angie Humphrey, and the here.
Well,
you are the Rain Man.
There we are. The TVs just went off for a second.
Did it go off for a second? You broke it, Joe.
Well, our TVs keep here. For
just trying to keep it interesting.
For a second, I thought, oh, we weren't on air. That was just a test run.
Maybe that's it, because, you know, those guys do that to us every now and then,
Yeah,
too.
well, that's already happened once today. We're almost at the entire forecast first, and then it went black and said, my ear. Sorry, Joe, we pushed the button too soon.
Oh, well, technical difficulties. Well, we're here right now. So coming up today on WEHT Local Lifestyles, Voices, Inc. invite you to dance the night away for a very good cause, and we will have more on that. It's tea time, Joe, for Habitat, that is. Gail Knight Williams brings us the lineup for this year's delightful event, Habitat. The Songwriters Fest comes to Hendo, and they're offering a grant, the lucky recipient, on today's show. And speaking of Hendo, downtown is hopping with fun events, and we're going to check out their summer calendar. Myasthenia gravis is a terrible disease, but new protocols are being offered that are life-changing and provide some relief. Big show for your Friday, my friends.
Can you fit it all in?
I don't know. We'll see. That'll be the challenge. Can we get it all in?
Well, it'd be a test. That's what we're going to do. Well, are you enjoying the weather outside today?
No, well, I mean, it's cooler.
Yes.
So I won't whine about that. But it sure has been wet.
Well, it has been wet. It's going to continue to be wet. It's wet right now across parts of the area.
Get your umbrella.
But, I mean, you know, normally this time of year is 87 degrees. That should be our afternoon high. Most locations, or I shouldn't say most, several locations that today will not see an 80-degree reading. We are almost at noon, and it is 73 Evansville and Henderson right now, 70 Owensboro, Jasper, 68 degrees. So it is.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. So it's rain, cool air is what happened.
I'll go to Jasper.
And and we'll go to Schnitzelbank too.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You get some kraut balls and some all kinds of bratwurst and
yes.
Some good German food up there. The winds, though, they're going to be picking up today. Area low pressure is going to be getting closer and closer to us. So a 10 to at times 15 mile per hour wind, but we're seeing around 10 mile per hour across much of the area. And you can see there we do have some rain showers. Heavy in nature, Owensboro, working its way to Beaver Dam, Hartford area, just pulling out of Hopkins County, just pulling out of Calhoun, by the way, in case you were concerned about that.
Mama, pulling out of Calhoun.
Mama got a little wet this morning, and some very isolated showers right now over in southern Illinois. So it's going to be that way today. You'll have a passing shower come by, sun will pop out for a minute, get things all nice and steamy, clouds come right back in.
Well, is it going to rain like it did this morning? I thought the whole roof was going to pound in.
There's still a chance for that, too, yeah. When these showers, there's a lot of moisture for them to work with. So.
And it's really interesting clouds this morning, too, when we were coming in.
Yes,
I mean, you were already out there doing your thing, but I was really watching those clouds. I thought, that is so interesting. If I wasn't driving, I would have taken a picture.
We should have just pulled over. I'm just kidding.
I should have. Well, you ready to get to the Daily Dish on this Friday? Let's roll it, friends. Some personal items owned by Walt Disney are going under the hammer. The auction gets underway at Van Eaton Galleries in Sherman Oaks, California next month. Collectors will be able to bid on one of Walt Disney's business cards and stock certificates with his signature. There's also a plot map that he used to draw the boundaries of Disneyland. That would be something. But the auction's not just for the well-to-do. The starting bids will range from $50 to, they say, 100,000 buckaroos. So, oh my goodness.
I'm gonna borrow.
Are you a Disney fan?
Yes and no. I've been to Disney once. I don't remember it. I was too young.
Too young? Well, you need to go back now because it's kind of awesome.
I know. I'm going to borrow an old sign here. I forgot the lady that made these for us.
Oh, Sandra Hadley.
Sandra Hadley.
Our wedding
That's
planner.
it. So what's going to happen? Because you said it's going to start at $50. So they're going to say, okay, business card, $50, and they're going to go $10,000. That's how it's going to go, right there.
Exactly.
And then you're out of it.
That's exactly right.
Because I go in $50, I wouldn't walk out with a darn thing.
All right, and let me borrow this. Do you have $10,000? No. So somebody else will be the lucky winners of those awards.
But it would be neat to see those things anyhow.
It would be. And I think you can see a lot of them online. Now, this cat, literally, it's a 29-pound cat who's recently made headlines. He has a new family now. Chubbs, the cat, is 10 years old. He's a Himalayan mix. He was recently found wandering a Southern California street. The Pasadena Humane Society couldn't find his owner, so they put him up for adoption. Now, they wanted someone who would commit to working with the vet on a diet for Chubbs. A woman recently lost her 14-year-old cat to cancer, and she was the first person in line on Wednesday to adopt Chubbs. We'll probably be seeing a leaner, thinner version of Chubbs in the days to come.
You know who that cat reminds me of right there? And forgive me, I'm not a Star Wars fan. Is it Star Wars? Yes. But that big blob thing that just kind of leans around.
Jabba the Hutt?
Is it Jabba the?
Or no, Chewbacca's.
It's not Chewbacca. Chewbacca stand up.
Yes,
no,
Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yes, he
that
looks
big
just
old
like
snail-looking thing.
That's him. That's Jabba.
That's that cat right there.
He was about the same. He's weighing in about the same as Jabba the Hutt. Well, good luck on your weight loss. ABC, are you ready for this? Is bringing the Roseanne show back, but without Roseanne Barr. The network, of course, canceled Roseanne over its star's racist tweet, but the Connor family will go on. They'll return this fall. The new series has the working title of The Connors. It's not very imaginative, whatever. ABC ordered 10 episodes of the spinoff after Barr agreed to forego any creative or financial participation in the show going forward. So that's great for the cast because they'd all signed up for this ride.
They did. They sure. And they actually had to do a lot of work to get the cast back together.
They sure did.
Because they were on different networks doing different things, and they had to agree, okay, we'll let you go back on the show and do that kind of thing. Yeah, that show has really been very interesting since it rebooted because it had the question, first off, how are we going to bring Dan back alive? Because, you know, Dan had a heart attack and died.
I'm nothing. I got nothing on that show, so I didn't know he died.
At the very last... Well, so they win the lottery, but they actually didn't. And Dan lived. Well, actually, what happened when Dan died, Roseanne was writing a book. And to help cope with Dan dying, Dan didn't have a heart attack. She wrote a book, and he lived, and they won the lottery. But that's her writing a book. So the big question was, how are we going to bring Dan back? Because
Is that clear to anybody over there? Okay.
I have every season on DVD, and I've watched every episode. I love that show. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
So, yeah, Dan actually ended up, so that was the big question. Well, how are they going to bring Dan back alive?
It's like in the soap operas or back in the day of Dallas. You know, we had to, who shot JR, and yet he wasn't dead. You don't remember, you weren't even born yet. No, I know, he's got nothing there.
I got nothing on Dallas for you. Nope, I got nothing there. I've got Roseanne, though.
In the break, I'll tell you all about Dallas. Once upon a time, you all come back, and I'll be
Is that the
one
that had the lady?
JR, and yes.